this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 3 of Friday Sews. Friday Sews is a hashtag that was created by Jen of Today in Jen's Sewing Room as a way to basically create community amongst the sewing vloggers. So you can actually search for the hashtag Friday Sews here on YouTube and watch a bunch of videos every Friday. They're informal chats, if you will. We talk about sewing, anything sewing related, talk about life, talk about anything you want, really. So for my video today, I have a bit of an update on my quilting, on what I've been sewing or not sewing this week. It's been a bit of a crazy week, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm planning to do over the next week. So before we jump right in, just thought I'd let you know about what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing a Love Notions Laundry Day tee in a double brushed poly. I made the long sleeve round neck version, and I love it. It's really, really comfortable. So one of my go-tos over the last few months, actually. I made that back in the fall, and it's been in regular rotation. All right, so quilting updates. So the first thing since my last video that I worked on and, well, finished, I guess. I finished my Pulsar queen size quilt top. So this is the quilt I'm making for my son's new apartment. It's folded up nicely here because I just don't know when I'm gonna get this basted and quilted. I don't have enough fabric in my stash to back this. It's 86 inches square, so I'm going to need fairly big piece of fabric. I'm really tempted to just buy a flat sheet, and use that. The other thing I could do is order a wide back quilting cotton to back this up. Actually, that's what I might end up doing. Just easier, just use a really wide fabric and use that for the back. And quilting this beast of a quilt is going to be, quite the job. So I think I mentioned this in one of my last videos, that I was going to probably keep this fairly simple and just do an all over free motion quilting design. And that's still, I think that's still the way I'm going to go. So I was really hoping I'd get this all finished, quilted, bound, everything this month. But given that I have to get fabric, I doubt it's going to happen this month. So hopefully in April. Next, I finished a quilt. I finished a baby quilt. So not super big, but this is the Plan View quilt that I made as part of Yvonne from Quilting Jet Girls quilt along. So you probably can't see the whole thing, but anyways, I'm gonna put some pictures on here so you can see the whole thing. I'm also gonna write a blog post to talk about the pattern and how I put it all together, how I quilted it, and so on. But I'm really pleased that this little baby quilt is now done. No plans as far as a recipient for this quilt, but it's going to go in my small pile of baby quilts ready to give away when people have babies. And that is pretty much it as far as quilting updates for this week. To be completely honest, my work week has been a little crazy. It's been really, really busy. And we had the time change, so we jumped forward an hour over the weekend. And I don't know why, but this year the time change really, really affected me badly. I mean, it's only 1 hour, but for 3 days I was just exhausted. So yeah, been going to bed really, really early, and because I work all day, my sewing time is typically in the evening. So not a whole lot of sewing happened over here in the past week or two even. So in terms of quilting, that's it. I finished my son's quilt top. I finished the little baby quilt. Um, Still haven't. Oh, I did film a video this week or earlier this week on how I use boards to baste my quilt sandwiches or to put my quilt sandwiches together. So I'm going to put a card somewhere on the screen. And if you're a quilter and you'd like to check that out, just click on that link. So that's pretty much it for my quilting updates. As far as garments, over the last little while, I did make one thing. I made a Blackwood cardigan for my grandmother. So on Saturday last week, I went to my mom's house for dinner. It was my mom's husband's birthday. So we had a very small get together, and my grandmother was supposed to be there, but then she woke up that morning and wasn't feeling well. So anyways, so she wasn't there. I didn't know she wasn't going to be there. So I'd made her a cardigan as Christmas present because I hadn't seen them since Christmas. And when I found out she might be there, I'm like, okay, well, let's make her a cardigan real quick. And so I did that, brought it to my mom's, and then grandmother wasn't there. So all that to say, I have no pictures, completely forgot to take a picture, but that was one thing that I managed to get done over the last week or so, which is good. The other thing that I got started, it's not done, but I started it, is my Harrison shirt muslin. Harrison shirt is a pattern by Cashmerette, and I have a button-up shirt as part of my capsule plans for this spring. And so I figured the Cashmerette Harrison shirt would be a good pattern to go with. But I've never made it before, so I know I need to make a muslin just to make sure it's going to fit properly. So I have my fabric all cut, and I'm looking that way because I'm looking at it. It's right there. So the fabric is cut, and hopefully I'll be able to start sewing the muslin together this weekend. So I'm really looking forward to getting a pattern to fit, like a shirt pattern to fit me really, really well. Really excited about that. And that is pretty much it as far as garment sewing this week. I told you it was a slow week, very slow week. Now, as far as plans, though, for the next little while, I downloaded the Everyday Style Spring Capsule Guide. I told you in my last video, I think, that the guide was coming out on March 9th. So I downloaded it, made a note of everything I want to make, and started making some plans. So the first thing is going to be the Harrison shirt, like I said, but I'm also going to be making some pants. I think I'm still on the fence on that one. It might be easier to just buy pants, but I really want to make pants. So I've got pants on the list. I've got a couple of tops. I'm not going to go crazy with the spring capsule, to be honest, because up here where I live in Montreal, spring is a shorter and shorter season. Like winter feels like it goes all the way into May some years, and at least in the last couple of years, like we've gotten snow in May. So it's cold up until like late May, and then it gets really stupid hot almost immediately. So I don't know. Yeah, a capsule, like a spring capsule probably won't be very like super useful. So I'm not going to go crazy and make all kinds of pieces. And if I do make some pieces, it'll be garments I can wear into the summer and the fall. So yeah, so maybe 1 or 2 pairs of pants and a couple of tops. Layers, I want to make a hoodie and another cardigan, a navy cardigan probably. And those will probably just be it as far as my spring capsule sewing. Now, talking about spring capsule sewing, one of the things that I really want to get done over the next little while is I made myself a Love Notion cadence dress with the nice balloon sleeves. And this is an amazing viscose fabric from Blackbird Fabrics. It's a little bit wrinkly because it's been sitting in my alteration pile. I like the dress. I hate it on me. And I've since realized that I'm not a dress person. I don't like dresses. I don't wear dresses. I don't wear skirts. So I think I wore this dress once. I'm going to cut it into a top. I'm going to wear the top a lot. A pink top like this is going to fit into my spring capsule very, very nicely. Yeah, like I said, it really needs a press. So that's something I want to get done hopefully this weekend. Just chop off the bottom, hem, and I'll have myself a nice top to wear for the spring. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. Hope you've had a great week. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. And thank you for stopping by. Please give me a thumbs up or a like on your way out if you like the video. I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And once again, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you soon.